today. So what is that career path you want to choose? Are you just going to project and focus on the major? Because I know some of you have more than one interest, right? Is there someone has more than one interest? You want to become this, you want to become this and that. So you're going to just listen to your spirit and just think of just one major. So right now, everybody, I want you to stand, sit down, sit right. Sit right while your feet is on the ground. Like you are pushing your feet there, your shoes. Everybody, then hold your hands to the body and close your eyes. I said everybody to cooperate. Sit right, hold your hands, ensure that your feet touch the ground. Good. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. After 1, 2, 3, go, you take a deep breath and you're going to hold your breath. So you hold your breath for just 4 seconds. Then after you are done release this, you are still going to remain where you are, the same posture. Then I'll tell you what to do next. Are we good to go? Yes. So people are not still closing their eyes, some people are still talking. That's wrong. Okay, now 1, 2, 3, go. Take a deep breath. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slowly release it. Now you release it. So I want you to just project and just run into your picture in seconds. That thing you want to become, that thing that feels like major. Don't open your eyes here so you don't get distracted. That thing you want to become, I believe you should have a career path in mind. Maybe 1, 2, 3. That major one you want to become. See yourself. If it's a lawyer, see yourself wearing lawyer robe, a doctor, whatever it is you want to become. Just see yourself in that. See yourself delivering, see yourself helping people, becoming that. They're only hailing you. See, they are healing you. See yourself making your parents proud. And so you are seeing those things graphically. And you are seeing how, because you exist, because you show up in your peoples, many other lives are preserved. Now, as you are seeing that, I want you to say it intentionally. I become, mention that you want to become. I become this. Say it intentionally. I become this. I will not die young. I will fulfill destiny. There is no room for sickness or disease in my body. I will not die suddenly. I'm a blessing to my generation. Nothing will stop me from becoming mention that thing. It is easy for me. Nothing is impossible for me. Now you can open your eyes. So that's just like a short practical. Now everybody has said a lot so far about your career path, and today I am here to talk about your mental health. Has anyone read the word mental health before? Yes. If you read the word, just raise your hand. Don't talk, just raise your hand. Mental health, okay, beautiful. That's a lot of us are aware. So can anyone just tell us what do you understand by mental health? What does it mean to you? Anybody, quickly please. Your opinion, don't worry, we listen to those. Your opinion, what is mental health? No idea. Okay, please help us out.
Mental health is psychological state of mind or emotions.
Amazing. Can we clap for her? Okay, before I give you the simpler definition of mental health, do you know that have you heard of awarness before? Okay, so have you heard of arrow before? Do you know that we see young people that at the age of their mid-20s or late 20s or even early 20s that it doesn't look like they can become anything in life again because they are not mentally stable. Some of them are due dropouts. Now let me ask you this question. If you are not mentally stable, can you pass an exam? No. So can you see how important the mental health is? So she said it's a psychological well-being. I'm going to break that down so that you understand properly. So mental health basically in simpler terms is the way you think. I expect you to write it. Mental health is the way you think, the way you feel, and the way you behave. Mental health is the way you think, the way you feel, and the way you behave. Now, can we all go together? What is mental health?
Mental health is the way you think, the way you feel, and the way you behave.
Can you see the important domain there? What are the three important domains? Your thinking, your feelings, and your behavior. So if you now everything, many things said so far, said you have have to think critically, you have to align, you have to do what is right. Now, if you have issues with your thinking, you can see that you may not actually make any progress in life. And that's why you have to take care of your mental health. Your mental health is very important. I understand that we are in Nigeria where it is not well paid attention to, but that doesn't mean it's not happening. I always tell people because that all the psychiatric hospitals, especially the one that is in federal, there is not even enough space, enough bed for patients. So because we are not saying it's not loud, does not mean it's not happening. Now we have to see this question. If someone hurts you or someone gets you angry and you are sad, you are not happy, you are feeling moody or somehow, but you are not showing your expression, does that mean you are not feeling what you are feeling? Does that mean you are not hurt? No. So because you can't see it does not mean it doesn't exist. And that is why it is more dangerous. If you are wounded physically, you will see how deep the wound is, right? But inside, you cannot know how deep it is. And the interesting thing about it is that if you affect your decision, it will influence your action even to other people. And let's always say you must have heard of people that have anger issues before, right? That shows they are strong with their mental health. When you are having anger issues, when you are paranoid, you don't trust people. You always suspect everybody. That's why something is wrong. Remember, mental health has to do with your thinking, your what, your word again, your feelings and your behaviors. So when you are acting on upward way, this is the expected standard. For example, some of you, that thing that says you should not do, that's what you want to do. Now, as we are talking, everybody is supposed to keep quiet and listen. So when you see yourself always doing the wrong, you're not going opposite of what is expected, that shows that something is wrong and you have to pay attention to it. And now let's quickly go into the signs that you are struggling with your mental health. What are the signs? Number one sign that you are struggling with your mental health. When you are feeling sad always, or feeling angry always, or feeling anxious. That's number one sign. The truth is sadness is a state of emotion. If someone up to now, will you be happy? But if you think that's too long, some people that just you hear that some people are sad, that shows that it has become their personality disorder already. You are sad today, tomorrow you are not happy. That shows something is wrong and you have to pay attention to it. Or you are just angry. Any small thing you are easily flared up, you are irritated. Or you are just anxious. You cannot say this is why you are angry. You are scared. You are just anxious. You can't confront. That shows that something is wrong with your mental health. There are another side. I hope you are taking note of this. The another side is when there is changes in your appetite for sleeping patterns. Maybe there's a portion. I believe there's a portion of food you can finish. Yes or no? Yes. When you notice that this is a portion of food you can finish, and you are done eating, you are not hungry. But I want to ask this question. Have you ever been in a state whereby it's not like you are hungry, you are eating, you are okay, but you feel like you want to eat more because you feel like you need that more to be better. I don't know that you get. That shows that there's something wrong about your mental health. You have to pay attention to. So you believe that it is when you eat, you turn the food to coping mechanism, because you believe that it's when you eat, please quiet. You believe that it's when you eat that will feel better, and that's not the solution. That's number two side. The other side is when you lose interest in things that used to give you pleasure. I believe you all have hobbies. So when you lose interest in your hobbies, you are no longer interested. That shows that something is wrong and you have to pay attention to it. So what are the practical ways to deal with stress or big emotions? What are the practical ways? Number one is that deep breathing exercise that I asked you to practice earlier. No, at times you can be so angry or feeling tense that you just want to react impulsively. You just want to give someone head or you just want to say something bad. Instead of doing that, it's very important that you practice deep breathing exercise. So you hold, by the time you continue to hold your breath, let's say you do 4 seconds, next time you do 6 seconds, by the time you do it consistency, you can regulate your emotion. Instead of being easily flared up, you won't. Before you just react without thinking, you'll be able to take a pause. Because as you're taking a deep breath, you are thinking calmly, and your nervous system learns to be calm at that moment. So by the time you respond intelligently, not based on your emotions. That's number one. Then number two way to handle stress or big emotion is journaling. What did I say? Journaling. Have you heard of diary before? Yes. So journaling is just you expressing yourself unfiltered. Has anyone ever been in the bathroom, you're taking your bath, but you put on your clothes while you're bathing? Anybody? So you know that the normal way to bath is what? To be naked, right? That's how you are expected. Please, quiet. That's how you are expected to do when you're journaling. You're expected to express yourself. Unfiltered, nobody will judge you. So because one thing it does is a psychological trick. By the time you are done journaling, expressing what happens to you or how you feel, at that moment you feel less tense. It's just like a psychological first aid. You notice that you are not feeling tense the way you were feeling tense. You are not even as free as you were. So it's like you are transferred the overwhelming emotion to that journal at that moment. That's why it's very important. Number two is also that by the time you go through your journal, it's like a part of it is divided into two. The part of it that something happened to you, the part of it that end story. So there is no judgment. Tell your mom about it. So she was skeptical, at times the way African mother can behave. So I told her whatever she says, I will follow up, tell her first. So she told her mother, and her mother went to meet the man. Her mother shouted at the man, nothing, why would you do that? So the man said, sorry, it's a mistake. The man never did it again. That's not the gist. The gist is one particular day, this student of mine, she wanted to borrow toilet from this man in his house. So after that time, this man had 2 grandchildren living with him because their parents were separated. The first born was 9 years old, a boy. The second born was 7 years old, a girl. They were staying with him at that time. So this was that day when my sister wanted to borrow toilet from this man. She tried to knock, but the door was open, so she just opened the door. Guess what? She saw this 70-year-old man sleeping with his own 7-year-old granddaughter. So the girl was even trying to escape. The girl was crying, but nobody could hear. In fact, the man did not know that she saw them. When she ran out, she was shaking. She was telling the lady she was shaking. So I told her that you can see that what this man wanted to do. He was just waiting for her opportunity. He was trying, waiting for opportunity. Number one, you are even mature. You are 12, 13. This one is 7-year-old. Number two, you are not even his blood. This one is his blood. So if you can do this to his blood, how much more you? So imagine she had not told you. Imagine just get everything yourself. And there's another thing I would want you guys to understand about how the brain and the body works. I believe some of you are conversant to computer, right? Yes. So computer is like a program. When you program something, it produces whatever you program it with. The brain and the body work same manner. Whenever you have been abused physically, sexually, whatever it is, maybe let's say where I am, someone has been touching me, either a boy or a girl, has been touching me consistently, my private part. I don't like it. Let's say the first time person touched me, person beats me, person slap me, I cried, I don't like it, person did it again. Second, third time, my third person does like 3 times, 4 times. Guess what? My brain and my body will register that thing. And it becomes familiar. And the brain loves familiarity. It doesn't matter if it's not healthy. So what will happen later is that my brain and my body will be asking me to do that thing. To get that thing done. To express that thing again. So I'll just see myself going towards that person and they can touch me again. So even though I did not like it, yes, that's the interesting thing about the brain. Even though I cried, even though I was sad when that thing happened. But because it has happened to me, and the brain has registered it as like it's programmed. So my brain and body were expecting me to do that thing again and again. And that's why you see many people, many so-called prostitutes today, trust me, they won't take everything. And it doesn't happen only to the girl child, that was also to the boy child. And that's why it's very important to speak to somebody. Don't think, remember the brain will lie to you that nobody understands. And I'm going to give this last illustration before I go. Now we have 2 runners. These 2 runners are expected to run a race for 7 days. And it's at the end of the race that they will get their award. Let's say one is A, another one is B. So they started running the race. A and B started running. First day they were running, second day they were running, third day. Whenever you are engaging in sport, there's always first aid available, right? In case you get injured. So they were running. Third day, both of them got injured and they were bleeding. So he was like, I cannot go. I still have 4 more days to go. I want to continue running this race. Then A just cover his hook and he continued running. B was like, I cannot continue. I'm already bleeding. What if I can't? I won't get there. It's better I get there healthy even if I will get there late. So B went to meet first aid so and they can treat him. And he was treated, but they have to ask him that you have to stay the next day before you continue running your race. So he rested to the next day. So it was on the 4th day B continued running. Guess what? When B continued running, B met A on the road. A had passed out. So it was B that got to the destination, got to the award, and went to inform them that A had passed out on the road because he had bleeded so much his body could not sustain him. So A was not able to get to his destination, and he had to be treated for a long time before he recovered, just because he did not ask for help. I know some people claim that they are superheroes, they can do everything by themselves, but that was why I asked you to just join into your future. Those things you want to become, trust me, it's not going to be easy. I'm not scaring you. But life will throw its challenges at you, and that's why when we are teaching about mental health, is to learn how to deal with life ups and downs. So how do you handle them? When you know that you are already stressed, but this thing is beyond your control, reach out for help, trust your intuition. You can just pray, God, lead me to the right person. Or reach out to a professional, reach out for help so that they can guide you through. And very important, no matter the situation you find yourself, always say yourself, I am never hopeless. Can you say it? I can never be hopeless. Don't let any situation or problem make you feel like that's the end. It's not end. That's a lie. I wish I had more time to tell you more stories, but that's a lie. Always tell yourself that every problem you encounter in life is temporary. Can you say it?
Every problem you encounter in life is temporary.
Every problem you encounter in life is temporary.
Every problem you encounter in life.
And guess what? You are stronger than whatever challenge you go through. You are stronger. So can you just say this after me? I am strong.
I am strong.
I am capable of managing my emotions.
I am capable of managing my emotions.
I am not defined
I am not defined
by any mental health challenges. I have a sound mind.
I have a sound
My heart is stable.
mind.
Decision that will lead to my downfall will not cross my mind. influences. I am a blessing to my generation. I make my parents and family proud. I am a voice of change. I'm not a victim of circumstance. I am destined to make difference. I am destined to make impact. Every day, I take steps closer to fulfilling God's purpose for my life. So help me God. That's it for today's session.